Let's talk about some of the most common myths about buying a house. I've heard these things said over and over and over, read about them online, you've probably heard them, and they're not necessarily true. So number one, you need 20% down to buy a house. This has not been true since, since I've been in the mortgage business, but I hear it all the time that people think that you need 20% down, or maybe to get a conventional loan, you need 20% down. I've even heard people in our industry say this, and it's just not true. There's actually a ton of programs where you don't need 20% down. So the VA loan for veterans, 0% down. There's that USDA loan for people buying in rural areas, 0% down. The FHA loan, it's only 3.5% down. And even if you get a conventional loan, there's a 3% down option for first-time home buyers, there's 5% down, 10% down, 15% down, and of course you can do 20% down if you want to, but there are so many different options to not put 20% down. Number two, you need perfect credit to buy a house. That'd be like saying you need the perfect body to go sign up at the gym. Yeah, it'd be great, but it's not necessary. Of course, lenders love when you have perfect credit, but there's a ton of options for people that don't have perfect credit. So right now, technically, our very minimum credit score to get into a house is 540. That is not perfect credit. 640 is a little bit better. You can start getting some really good interest rates. Some of the loan programs might want you to have 700. You can have late payments, you can have collections. Stuff happens. So just because you think your credit's not perfect, you should probably still look into buying a house. Number three, hear this one all the time. You have to have been at your same employer for the last 2 years. Definitely not true. That is a myth. I have people that are changing jobs all the time. In our area right now, so many people are moving in. They haven't been with their same employer. They're coming here working for new companies. Technically, with certain loan programs, you can buy a house even if you just have an offer letter from your employer. You haven't even started. You just have an offer letter. What lenders really look for, we do want to see consistent employment for the last 2 years. That doesn't mean at the same employer, just that you've been working. There can be little gaps in there, that's fine, but as long as you've been working. There is actually an exception to that too that I should mention. If you've gone to school, say you went to nursing school for the last 2 years, you haven't been working, and now you become a nurse. People ask me, how long do I need to be a nurse for before I can buy? Immediately. That schooling, we can use that as your last 2 years of work history. So definitely not true that you need to be at your same job for the last 2 years. With so many myths out there, don't necessarily believe everything that you've heard. Don't believe what you saw on Facebook, on Google, your Uncle Sam. Just call a lender that knows what they're doing. I'd love to give you advice. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Amanda Ray with Guild Mortgage.